Sorry, I didn't realize that my memory was super full and I had to clear it out. So that's why I had to that video. Sorry, it stopped so abruptly. Wow, but wow, oof. It's been I guess the past couple of days have been wow, so uneventful because of the fact that wow, it was the weekend. I got a chance to sleep a little later than usual. Or if I did wow, wake up earlier, I was able to actually go back to sleep and I have to stay awake and super alert for like school. My kids get so many class connects, and because of the twins, their class connects kind of almost correlate at the same time. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's with the same teacher, sometimes it's not. And each one of them has a different therapy. So it's it can be a lot. And I guess because of the high stress, the low amount of sleep, it takes a toll on my body, and it just leaves me, I guess, to I mean, normally I would just be like, my back hurts and I need to sit down or lay down for a little bit and I'll feel better. But wow, ever since this has been kind of taken wow over, it seems to correlate every time my body is any type of distress. So if it's back pain, if it's wow, if it's neck pain, if it's wow, the whole body's in pain, or wow, like instead of me getting nauseous in the morning, I don't get nauseous anymore. Now my tics come out instead. So wow, I dealt with nausea for years because of all my pain that my body goes through. And wow, it's like the tics almost take over and try to help me, I guess, deal with all the pain that I'm going through. If it makes any sense psychologically, this is the best way I could kind of break it down. And I'm only basing this on my own self discovery. So, the reason why I think this is all happening to me is because the amount of pain that I'm going through is affecting my brain, maybe. um, but it's that, and probably a whole combination of how many car accidents I've had and how many times I've slipped and fallen and hit my head, which has been a lot. Especially I would say, especially in the past 3 years. So wow. This is wow. This is like a challenging thing that now I have to figure out how to wow deal with every day, and I've been doing it for months now, and it's wow. It's still challenging, and days are like really bad. Last night, I couldn't feel myself because it was happening. Wow, when I was trying to sleep, wow, my whole body was, like getting like, I don't know if it was like a feeling of almost over excitement, but it was like when I'm trying to go to sleep, so it was really weird, but like it was a jittery feeling, and wow, my legs started kicking while I was laying down in bed, and wow, like my head would shake rapidly, and there was like, thank God there's a pillow kind of cushioning it as it's happening to me. So wow, yeah, unless I have like a whole setup of cameras to put in my bed tent to kind of wow, to kind of wow, sorry, so that I can observe myself wow when it happens at night, because it's so wow, it's so random sometimes. I was fine for like 2 whole days, and then wow, last night this started happening, and it was just wow, it was so it was so wow. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Wow. And when my tics start to respond for me, it's woohoo, it's it could be funny at times, but it's also really unnerving because things that you are wow very mindful of saying, blur 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 blur, blurt like vomit. Blah! Like word vomit. Blah! Sorry, it comes out, yeah, a lot like word vomit. So it's something that you're not intentionally trying to say. It might be something that's like in your head, or might not even be in your head. It just fucking randomly comes out. Sometimes you hear me on my recordings, and even when I look back on them, I'm like, that's complete fucking gibberish. I'm not even saying words. There's just noises and sounds and stuff that sounds like words, but it's not complete, so it's bitch. Wow. People are starting to get a little bit used to it. Those who know me and who have dealt with me for the past several months. There's a little part where people are kind of accepting it a little bit, because they're like, okay, it's you, which is kind of messed up to, but yeah, it's be like, oh, it's you, no, it's cool, we remember, we got you. And it's like, I'm so sorry. It's wow. It is nice when people can remember, and just remember that it's not me trying to be disrespectful or playful, or even being angsty or anything. It's just literally something that's uncontrollable. It's suck a dick, bitch. Sorry. Wow. Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of stuck like this. Hold on. Oh, it tenses everything up and it locks me into place when it happens. Sorry. So, wow. Shit, what was I saying? I was talking about people accepting me how I am, and they're getting more acquainted with this happening, and it's so weird when it's happening, because it's very random. It doesn't always use like my it's not always like motor tics and with my hands, but sometimes it could just be facial expressions, and just people trying to understand that it's not me making faces at them. It's just something I can't really control, because it really feels like my mind's misfiring a bit. So it's been getting really loud, and wow, fuck off, bitch. Fuck, bitch. Wow. 2 knocks to the door. Walk, whore. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not, bitch. It's fuck off. Okay, so it's challenging to be able to get words out some days, because it starts to make me stutter a little bit, and it can be really challenging. Like those sounds, they come out so fast and I can't control them. They just keep coming out. So I've like I said in previous videos, I still have to talk to people, and wow, I'm sorry. I still have to have conversations with people and explain to them in advance that their phone isn't malfunctioning. It's not a cross line. There are not children around me. I am in actually a really quiet place when I talk to people, just because I have to concentrate like almost twice as hard than anybody else does, just to have a just to have a conversation that's normal, and it can get really challenging. So yeah, that's the only reason why I try to keep up with videos. Hold on one second, please. Oh, that was so sweet. My daughter came in, and wow, and then she pretty. my 6-year-old just gave me these, and so beautiful. She must have picked them from outside in our backyard. And wow, and wow, and they're so pretty, pretty. Wow. So wow, like I said, it's just been really wow. It's been really challenging. Um um having to wow deal with this, just because it's so hard to converse with people, and and wow, and have them to just understand that it's beyond what I can control, and that I am going to try to get my point across the best and the fastest that I can. Hopefully, we can get through the conversation. So, wow, that's basically, my daily challenges that I run into, that, and wow, and the moment I do feel any type of distress, and I always feel distressed, is because of my back. It wow, my these things start to happen, and oh, it affects my eyes and my speech and everything. So it it's just a bummer. Wow. And it also affects my memory, because there's many times I end up repeating myself, and I don't even remember that I had just said that thing. So it's really difficult to also be able to um keep up with wow my own conversations that I have. So I do find it well very difficult because of that. Um, so that's my my biggest issues that I'm dealing with currently, is just being able to communicate, and to control what happens wow with my body. So it's wow. There's times where I'm ready to go out with my husband, and I'm so excited because I rarely get to go outside, to like outings, away from my house. I go outside all the time in my backyard, in my front yard. Not too often in my front yard, more often in my backyard. But I basically do that, so I could get fresh air, sunlight, and a bit of wow, some type of exercise, just to move my body, because a body in motion is better than a body that's not, because everything starts to wow. Sorry, everything everything starts to stiffen up when you're not moving around. So I try to keep a movement, the best that I can, but it is very limited. um wow wow so it's limited, how much I can do stuff, um just because of the massive amount of pain. It yes, my tics do take over my pain. That's when I know it's probably happening, but I don't feel it because the tics are overcompensating in my brain, disassociating the pain, but almost replacing it with the tics. So there's wow, so there's times where I will deal with both of them. And that's how I know I must be in excruciating pain, because now it's not only the ticks going off. Now I really feel the pain coming through, and it's so sharp, and it comes in so hard that it feels like somebody's stabbing you, in your back with like a red hot poker, and like just slicing through it like if that poker had a razor blade at the end of it. It's so horrifying. um and it gets to the point where it's like you're literally just like running to a bed to jump into so you could just lay straight and flat and pray that the pain kind of subsides and goes away. I find that I can't lay flat on my back because it hurts too much, and I have to be on a very thick cushion, and I have to like lay to my side and rock back and forth and put pillows all around my body so I could kind of capture every curve and crevices that I have, because if not, it's like one thing will be almost out of place, and it causes like an enormous amount of pain everywhere. So it's so difficult. Wow! When I try to go to sleep, and when I try to just lay down to alleviate my pain, um, there's so much work entailed to just getting some rest, or just trying to alleviate the pressure and pain off of my bones and my spine. Wow. So um, I know for a fact that I can't do things for long times because I will physically start to hear bones grinding against each other and cracking, and it's horrifying because I remember once upon a time when, way before I started my pain management, um, this had happened when I was just trying to lean over my stove to cook or clean or something. It was really something simple, and my back, every time I shifted just a little bit to clean like that, I could hear it going, and it's literally sounded like somebody was grinding like stones against each other, and I could hear it in my head. And I was like, oh my God. My husband passed me. He said, what is that? I was like, you can hear that? He said, oh my God, that sounds terrible. He goes, that's your back. I said, yeah. I said, you could hear that? He goes, oh my God, it sounds like your bones are crushing against each other. It was that bad. So, when I say that I was dealing with this way before these tics started happening really bad and overtaking my body, I was dealing with immense amount of pain. And wow, that's why I woke up every morning nauseous. I thought it was pregnancy, and it wasn't. It was just an enormous amount of pain, and my doctor explained that to me. So this is sorry. This is why I don't do a lot of stuff, because it just hurts too much, and wow, it gets really difficult. Because the pain just becomes so overwhelming. It will literally just change. It changes me because the tics take over, and it's just like, it's like a childhood version of yourself trying to protect you by like making you feel happy and doing other stuff and drawing your attention to stupid things, like lights and shiny things and objects and stuff. So wow, that's wow, that's why um I just want to keep up with these videos and see how they change. Oh, also, I forgot to mention to you, remember that first neurologist that I saw that doesn't specialize in this? He actually told me, he goes, wow, he goes, hold on to all those videos. He goes, you're gonna need to show your new neurologist all those videos, because when they start giving you medication to try to help this, they're gonna need to have a basis of of what you were like before we gave you medication. And so so let's see how that goes. So but yeah, so in the meantime, I'm gonna try to record when I can to bitch, to record when I can what's happening as it's happening. So I've already for documentation purposes, I've already taken 2 Benadryl, bitch, at 11, and I have been taking my my medical marijuana. Um, and that's what I've been doing so far to help. Yes. Oh, hold on a second. Wow. Sorry, my daughter. Wow, she loves to tell me exciting things that happen around the house. So, wow. Wow. So how are you today? Wow. Sorry. Wow. Wow. Hello. My son keeps bringing home stray animals, and he brought home a cat that apparently was his friend's. Wow. This cat just had like a fresh surgery. I could tell because you could see where the surgery line was at, and they glue cats because of how stretchy their skin is. So this cat had like a fresh suture done and a fresh tattoo. So I know for a fact that this so I'm pretty sure this cat is, was pretty much adopted. It looks like it was either adopted. Um, wow! But it also looks like it was abused or has some type of neurological problem because the moment you touch it on its back, it clicks. It clicks. It goes from sweet to wow. It's attacking you mode. So wow, that's what he brought to our house. And then I was like, dude, where'd you find this cat? He was like, oh, my friend had it, and he said his mom was threatening to get rid of it. And I was just like, she should just put it back to the animal shelter that they got it from, because obviously he either adopted it or it's one of those stray capture and release programs where they picked it up from the street and it was damaged. They, went ahead and took care of it and then put it right back where they found it, which might have been around your friend's house. That's how wow, bitch. That's how it usually goes. And I hate this. It makes me drool. Um so wow. So now I'm stuck with this crazy ass cat that apparently this kid had in his house, and it's a house cat. And because it keeps trying to go back into our house, and ever since my son brought it inside, and I was just like, dude, get it out of this house. One, that cat's not okay. Two, we have two small kids. One has Down syndrome. He's not okay, and he likes to pick up animals and squeeze the shit out of them. That cat is going to attack him. I was like, you need to get him out of this house. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's all fixed up and he has all of his shots and everything since he got that his surgery done, but still I was like, this is a dangerous animal that it's really unstable. And then wow, he goes ahead and compares it to me. He says, well, mom, you're really unstable too, and you have neurological problems as well, but we didn't throw you away. And I'm like, wow, but that doesn't mean that you invite a dangerous animal into our home. That animal's attacking, it's biting, it's scratching. I don't do that to our children. I don't do that to people. When I have my neurological problems, I make whistling and popping sounds and shit. And I have issues with my eyes, and I may hit myself, but I don't hit anybody else. So, I don't know how he's trying to compare this cat that's very fucking violent and has a literal hairline trigger of a personality compared to his mother, but it's okay because I've been compared to animals before, and it's so great to know that my own fucking kid thinks of me as, equivalent to some mangy ass fucking animal that was picked up out of the fucking street, or taken from his friend or whatever, because, they're not equipped to handle it. It was like, first of all, why would you even take that responsibility on to begin with if you're not capable of handling or having a fucking animal in your home? Why would you go and do that? Then go ahead and give it to your friend. Then your friend's over here, incapable of taking care of his own damn animals. How do I know? Because I buy their food and I end up having to feed them all the freaking time. I have to order shit or go out with my husband and pick up their freaking food and bring it home, and he doesn't do any of it, but yeah, he's working. Where does the money go? I have no freaking idea. Because he's definitely not chipping in to help out with his own freaking animals, but yeah, he keeps bringing in more. It's driving me absolutely nuts. I'm sorry I'm venting now. Wow. Amazing. I'm able to stay steady almost. Wow. Because I'm concentrating and getting pissed off. Wow. By my inconsiderate son who just doesn't give a shit because it's more stress on me when he keeps bringing in more animals. Wow. I'm trying and it's so freaking hard. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm just so freaking tired some days. Between these ticks and my son, I don't know.